Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. As you know, this channel is predominantly about motovlogging and travel, but one of the things that I really love to do is to cook. I learned to cook at home with my mother and father in the kitchen since a young age, and I've been doing it ever since. So since we've been on this crazy lockdown period and haven't had the opportunity to go out riding motorcycles, I've been doing a lot of cooking, and I've been doing a lot of barbecuing, and I've just gotten into smoking. I bought a Weber Performer Deluxe grill, and today we're going to smoke up some chicken wings. I'm gonna do two different types. I'm gonna do one that's gonna be a bit spicy and smoky, a traditional buffalo style sauce, and then the other one, I'm just gonna put on a salt and pepper rub and just leave them plain and simple. So I'll have half and my wife will have the other half, and we'll test them and see how they come out. So let's get started. Here we got some chicken wings, and I've already cut the little tips off. They came in threes. They're not very big. We don't get really big chicken wings here, but I've already cut the tips and I've already separated the wing from the drummy. So what we're going to do now is we're going to separate them into two separate bowls and get the rub on. So let me put on a plastic glove. You always want to be sanitary cooking, especially when you're using chicken. So let's put both of these bowls here, and we'll just kind of half and half them. Until we get both bowls filled up. There we go. Over into the sink with that. Now we're going to put a little bit of olive oil in each just to get the rub to stick. I should have done the glove on my left hand, but I'm right-handed, and now I have to try to use my left hand, or I could have worn two gloves. So let's just go in with a little bit of olive oil. There we go. Mix those all around. Mix that one. Okay. Now, the first rub I have here I made, and it is a copy of Aaron Franklin from Franklin Barbecue in Austin, Texas. It's what he uses on all of his meat, and it's 50% sea salt, 50%, well, he uses kosher salt, but I use sea salt. 50% sea salt and 50% ground black pepper. And I used it on the brisket I made the other day, and it really came out nice. So we're going to do that one here. Mix it up a little bit more so it's not just salt. Salt's heavier than the pepper, so if you don't shake it up a little bit, you get more salt than you get pepper. All right, let's see how that looks. I think it could stand more, don't you? Let's put a good amount in. There we go. That's the way to do it. Yeah, very nice. Okay, now this rub, believe it or not, I bought at Spinneys, which is a supermarket here in Dubai, and they call it Smoky Steak Rub to fry, grill, or barbecue. And I've used it on quite a few things, and it's actually quite good. So let's put that one on the other wings here, because it's a bit spicy. And when we put the buffalo, when we put the buffalo on sauce, I think it's going to add for a great flavor. All right, there you go. All mixed up. So there we go. Salt and pepper, smoky rub. So let's have a drink. Presidente from Dominican Republic. And let's go out and get these on the grill. Okay, we're out at the grill now. And this is my Weber Performer Deluxe, and the way that we've got it set up here is we're going to do an offset sort of indirect heat grilling. And I've got some charcoals starting up over in the chimney there, and once they get nice and hot, I'm going to put them in the basket here. I'm going to fill this pan with some nice hot steaming water. I'll put the grill grate back on here, and then I'm going to put all the chicken wings over here. And I'll also have a thermometer on to monitor the heat in the barbecue. So as soon as those charcoals get up to heat, we'll pop them on, add the water, grill, wings, and then it's all sit back and wait and have a beer, and should take us about 2.5 hours to smoke up those wings. So stay tuned. So while we're waiting on the charcoal to come up to temperature and get ready to pop it in here, let me just give you a little tour of this Weber Performer Deluxe. It's a great barbecue, and I've really had a lot of fun with it. So let me show you around. So there you can see the whole grill set up, and if you look from the top, you can see it's got a nice workbench. I've got some nice post oak back there to put on the charcoal to give me some smoke. There's my heat resistant gloves, a towel. Obviously you always need the accessories. It's a typical Weber kettle. It comes with the temperature gauge on top and a heat shield. And of course it has the top vent, really nice. One of the things that's really cool about it is this little feature here on the side, where you can basically take your lid and put it like that, which is really convenient. Inside of it, as I've already showed you, it has the charcoal grate, and I've got another one on the bottom, so you could actually have two. You can either put them together in the middle, you can put them on the side. Let me show you. Let's take that out. There you go. So you see, you can have two, and that way you could cook in the middle with heat from the side. You could move them both to the middle, keep your heat in the middle, then around the sides you can do your cooking. But I'm only going to use one today. Now you might be wondering what this little thing right there is. Well, that is a gas lighting tube. Real convenient if you want to do a quick barbecue, get your coals ready, don't want to have to bother with it. So it's got a small gas bottle. I'll show you as we get there. There's the Weber front, some hooks. It's got a cool little timer. If you open up here, there's your control. So here's your bottle. It lasts quite a long time. You turn it on, you hit the igniter, and the flame comes out from both sides here, and it really gets the charcoals going quite nicely. And as you come down the bottom here, you know, you've got your vent adjustment here. This would be all the way open, all the way closed. And for about a quarter way, right about there works really well. And this is your ash basket. So you can also use this for cleaning the grill. So when you have ashes inside, you move it back and forth like so, and it sweeps the ashes right down into the basket. And the basket, which I've already emptied, is right there. That's pretty cool. I always keep my cleaner brush and a couple extra foils down here. This is a rib rack for multiple ribs. I haven't used it yet, so I've still got it wrapped up. You can also flip it over and use the oval side of it, if you will, to hold a chicken or two. And this is, let me see, I never use it, I don't really need to, but you put a match in that and you can use it for lighting in the event that you don't have any gas. I use this to move things around in the fire, and this one, I have another one like it, but only need one most of the time, to move the grate if the grate is hot, but now I just pick it up with the gloves. And then this is the cool part here. Charcoal bin. Keeps your charcoal nice and dry. You can scoop it out with a scoop, which is included. Yeah, it works really well. So that is the Weber Performer Deluxe. If you want one of these, or anything else that's shown here, You can find it on my Amazon link down below. Just click on that, make your purchase, and I'll get a small commission. Not much, but it helps keep the channel going. So let's come back in as soon as the charcoals are ready. Okay, so the charcoals are ready. I'm gonna walk over there and get them off the other little grill that I have, which is actually a fire pit for having a nice fire in the evening outside when it's cool. But it also has grill grate, and it's a great place to get your starter coals going. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get them. All right, there you go, nice and hot. So I'm gonna dump those right in. Doesn't matter if they all fit in the basket or not. I'll adjust them in a minute. Whew, that's hot. And this is where the little rod comes in handy. You can just kind of move them around. I guess I could use some tongs too. Probably a bit easier. But like I said, it doesn't really matter. Lost one there. I think that was one of the old ones. I had some left over in here from a previous cook when I did the brisket. Oops, sorry. Get rid of that. So I just tossed them in. All right. So in with the hot water. That's going to keep things nice and moist. Let me go get the grate. All right, here's my grill grate. Pop that bugger on. And you see now I've put the thermostat temperature probe in because I want it over here where the smoke is going to be coming and where the chicken is to be able to monitor the temperature. I'm going to do this cook at about 300 degrees. As I said, it should take 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I'll temp them with my my sticky probe that I can stick in a few minutes. So for now, I'll plug this in to my Inkbird. And I'll put it on number 3. So I think I had 1 for something else. Yeah, I believe I had number 1 for smoke. So we can actually turn that on, put it over there. Now, one thing I want to do, let me go get my telephone because I really got to show you this Bluetooth app that goes with this. Hang in there, I'll be right back. Okay, here's my telephone, Samsung, and this is the app that goes with the Inkbird. As you can see, I've got it plugged into number 1. There's 4 different ones you can use. 2 is beef, I've got 3 set for chicken, and 4 is also barbecue smoke because I move it around a little bit. But I've got number 1 set at barbecue smoke. And what I've done is I've set the upper limit to 310 and the lower limit to 290 because I want to stay within that range of around 300 degrees Fahrenheit. And it has an alarm on it. So if I'm inside, I'm not busy doing something else, waiting. I don't have to sit here and watch it. If it goes up and down, I'll get an alarm if it goes below or above the limit. And then I can go back and just adjust the vents on the grill to get it to right where I want it. So for now, it's showing 106 because it's just sitting here, outside air blowing on it. It's not closed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the lid, let the temperature get up, and then I'm going to put my chicken wings on and my post oak and let it go. Okay, we're back and we got the temperature set where we want. It's about 290 right now. Shot all the way up to 340 and I had to close off the vents and let it settle back down. But now we are right about 290 and I'm gonna put the chicken wings on and then I'll put the wood in as well to get the smoke started. You may sound a little bit different right now. That's because my lavalier mic was having a bit of a fit and wouldn't pair properly. So we're just going with the microphone that's right off the GoPro here. So anyway, let's get those wings on. There we go, nice and hot. And I'm going to just mix them around here. I'll try to put all of the black pepper ones on one side and the other ones I'll put it on the other side. Shouldn't make any difference if I go out wide here because the heat will be pulling all the way over. I'll just put that one right there. All right, black pepper's down. Now let's go in with the smoky rub. Got a little bit extra there, I think. All right. Okay, here we go. So let's close this off. Oops, wait, I forgot the important part. And that's the wood. So I put some in here like so. Doesn't really matter if this other side doesn't close or not. It'll do the trick. All right, there we go. So, check back in a couple hours. Say about an hour and a half. We'll check back, have a look at it. Okay, folks, we're back, and we're about an hour into this cook, running at about 305 degrees Fahrenheit. So now we're going to just open this thing up, see what kind of color we've got on those wings, and then we're going to marinate, actually baste some with a sauce that I made. Now let me tell you about this sauce. I didn't want to go with a traditional buffalo style sauce. I wanted something that was hot, but you know, was sweet and tangy and everything. And I just kind of looked around to see what I had in the refrigerator. I had some Frank's Red Hot sauce, which is my typical buffalo wing sauce. But before I put that in, I put a little bit of butter. I'd say maybe 2 tablespoons of butter. I threw in some diced red chili, then apricot preserves. Let that come down a little bit. Added the Frank's, stirred that in, got it going, tested it, but it just wasn't sweet enough yet. So I threw in about 2 tablespoons of honey, and it was organic honey that my wife brought me from Russia, and it's really nice. And I love to eat that one just by itself on just out of a spoon, or put it on some bread with butter or whatever. But I put it in there, and let me tell you something, the sauce is off the hook. It is that good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and baste some of that on and let that kind of caramelize onto the wings during the last roughly hour or so. So let's get that going now. Let's see how these look. Oh man, look at the color on those things, huh? Beautiful. This is the ones with the smoky dry rub, and these are the salt and pepper. So let's put some of that sauce. There's the sauce. Look at that. You got chili in there. Man, that's gonna be good. And I really should put it on both sides. I wanted to see how much I had first. Looks like I'm going to be okay. And I might put some on right at the end too. But man, look at that. All right, let's see here. Let's try something. Move that over there. What we'll do is dip it in there. Huh? Look at that. Get it right in there. These are gonna be good. And I think, yeah, I will. I'm gonna just do 2 of the black pepper and salt wings with this, just to try to see how different the flavor would be. So let's take that one over there. I like drummies. Get it all mixed in there. Come on, turn over. There we go. And let's do a wing. Put that back right there. All right, so that's it. We'll let this go for a bit longer. Throw a little more smoke on. Just use my hook. Open that. Another piece of wood. Get some more smoke. That's fine. There we go, just like that. All right, closed again. About another hour. Can't wait, these are gonna be good. All right, folks, I've come out and I've used my little temperature probe to check these, and they're right at 165, 170 degrees internal temperature, which means they're ready. So now we're gonna take these things off, plate them up, get inside and try them out. So let's go off with the glazed ones first. Man, these things look good. Nice color. My mouth's watering. One more glazed over there. Now we're going to go off with the plain salt and pepper. Aaron Franklin's dry rub. Oops. All right, there we go. Let's get inside and try these things out. All right, there we go. They're ready. I'm gonna try one, and I'm gonna start with the salt and pepper. See how that one comes out. They're small, but that's what we get here. We don't get the big fat ones, pump full of hormones. Let's see. Wow. That is really good. Smoky. Very natural. That's great. Wow. Okay, let's try one of the glazed. I call this glazed since I basically created myself Gary's Smokehouse wing glaze. I'll put the recipe and link down below. All right, let's check out one of these. That one looks good. Wow. That is fantastic. Doesn't need anything at all. Normally I like blue cheese dressing on my chicken wings. This doesn't need it. Just the right amount of heat, burning my tongue a little bit, and just a little bit of sweetness. Man. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the little bell notification so that when I post new videos, you're alerted and you can check those out. Until next time, thanks for joining. Let's eat.